If there's one thing that archaeology continues to prove, it's that the world is a very weird place. While many artifacts can be placed into a clear timeline, others remain baffling, strange outliers, sometimes raising more questions than answers. And other times, even if we know the when or the how, its story can remain unclear or even seem misplaced. From out-of-place hammers to manuscripts written in mysterious text, these are the 15 mysterious artifacts that shouldn't exist. Let's begin this countdown with number 15, billion-year-old nuclear reactor. In 1972, scientists studying uranium ore from Oklo noticed something that shouldn't have been possible. The uranium had already been depleted, the kind of thing you'd only expect after a sustained nuclear reaction. After digging a little bit deeper, researchers discovered that the site had, somehow, functioned like a nuclear reactor, continuously, for what they estimate was around 500,000 years. And the weirdest thing is that this all happened about 1.8 billion years ago. Dr. Glenn T. Seaborg, who is a Nobel Prize-winning chemist and former head of the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, wasn't buying the natural explanation. He said that for uranium to undergo fission, exacting conditions need to be met, especially the right concentration of U-235. According to him, there's no way those conditions occurred without help. Some scientists still say it was all natural, maybe just the right geological luck. But even now, many remain unconvinced. The scale, the precision, and the duration of the reaction still feel engineered. Number 14, the Piri Reis map. In 1929, a group of historians came across an old map inked onto gazelle skin. After studying it, they verified it was drawn in 1513 by Piri Reis, who was a well-recorded admiral in the Turkish Navy. His map shows Europe, North Africa, the coast of Brazil, and several islands like the Azores, the Canary Islands, and the mythical Antilia. Oddly enough, it also shows Japan and even Antarctica. That's right, a continent supposedly discovered more than 300 years later. What's even stranger is how it shows Antarctica's topography in shocking detail, not covered by ice. But the last time that continent was ice-free was over 6,000 years ago. Sure, the accuracy of the full map is mixed, and other explorers later made better ones. But this part stands out. How did a naval officer from 5 centuries ago manage to sketch land that's been hidden under ice for millennia? No one has a good answer. And that's what keeps this artifact so unsettling. Number 13, the Antikythera mechanism. The level of craftsmanship of this ancient computer is absolutely mind-bending when you factor in its age. The Antikythera mechanism has been called the first mechanical computer. It was found in a shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera. So, it got that name. It was designed to calculate astronomical positions. It's basically a box with dials on the outside and a complex series of gear wheels inside, on par with an 18th century precision clock, despite being over 2,100 years old. Its complexity forced scientists to admit they may have underestimated ancient Greek engineering. That's because nothing like it exists from that era, nor is it mentioned in any surviving records. By what we know today, this thing shouldn't even exist. According to Professor Michael Edmonds of Cardiff University, this device is just extraordinary. The design is beautiful, and the astronomy is exactly right. He said, "We've to regard this artifact as being more valuable than the Mona Lisa." Of course, but we still don't know how they pulled it off. Number 12, the London Hammer. In 1936, Emma and Max found what looked like an old 1800s-style hammer sealed inside solid rock near London of Texas. Now, the strange thing is that the rock surrounding it dates to nearly 100 million years ago. Of course, that bizarre detail has sparked every kind of theory, from time travel nonsense to creationist claims. Some even called it an out-of-place artifact. In simple words, it shouldn't exist based on fossil records or known timelines. To this day, the hammer sits on display at the Carl Baugh Creation Evidence Museum in Glen Rose, held up as proof that modern science got it all wrong. Well, not. Some scientists have given actual explanations. In 1985, NCSE researcher John Cole pointed out that mineral-rich water can solidify around dropped objects, especially in cracks or crevices, and the Ordovician rock it was found in was highly water-soluble. Still, with this information, how the hammer got there is a massive mystery. Number 11. The ancient Egyptian plane. Now, this thing shouldn't exist. We mean, how did a wooden object with glider-like features end up in a tomb from over 2,200 years ago? Found during the 1898 excavation of the Padi Emin tomb in Saqqara, the Saqqara bird is a bird-shaped figure carved from sycamore wood. It is just under 40 grams and has a wingspan of more than 7 inches. It's been dated to around 200 BC. But here's the problem. When it was found, documentation was sloppy. There's barely any detail on exactly where or how it was recovered, which leaves plenty of room for speculation. Was it just a toy or something more? Its vertical tail doesn't match any known bird, but it does look a lot like a rudder. Some researchers, including Khalil Masiha, suspect that the ancient Egyptians were well aware of the principles of aviation, but it's not clear how this translated to the artifact itself. There's little proof, but the idea is hard to ignore. What do you think about this artifact? Number 10. The Dropa Stones. In 1938, an expedition led by archaeologist Chipu Tay into the Bayan Kara Ula Mountains of China found a cave system that was once occupied by an unknown ancient culture. Buried under thick layers of dust, they found hundreds of stone discs scattered across the cave's interior. Now there seemed to be nothing surprising at first, but the discs looked weirdly similar to phonograph records. 9 inches in diameter, a hole cut in the center, and a spiral groove etched across the surface. They are believed to be over 10,000 years old. That spiral, it turns out, was made of tiny hieroglyphics. When translated, the carvings described a spacecraft crashing into the mountains, piloted by beings called the Dropa. That was the conclusion of Tsum Nui, the Chinese researcher who was studying them. His claim shocked many, but was quickly mocked by the scientific community. Later, he went into exile. Today, no museum displays the stones, and even Tsum Nui's existence is hard to verify. And that's what makes it all even weirder. Number 9. Ancient Chinese Earthquake Detector. In ancient China, Zhang Heng built something that still leaves engineers puzzled. He created a huge bronze vessel that could detect earthquakes hundreds of miles away. This barrel-shaped thing is decorated with 8 dragons and designed with incredible precision. It would release a metal ball from a dragon's mouth in the direction of the quake. In 138 AD, it dropped a ball pointing west, toward a region 300 miles from Luoyang. No one felt anything, so officials thought it malfunctioned. But a few days later, a messenger showed up reporting a quake, right where the ball had pointed. Modern replicas have confirmed the device's surprising accuracy, but no one agrees exactly how it worked. Some say it used a pendulum system sensitive to distant tremors. Others believe water or air pressure was involved. Whatever powered it, Zhang Heng's seismoscope wasn't just symbolic, it was a functioning tool that did something modern tech still can't: detect distant earthquakes before anyone feels a thing. So what do you think? Is it real? Number 8. The Kokno Stone. The Kokno Stone is a 5,000-year-old sandstone slab covered in strange prehistoric markings, mainly cup and ring designs that archaeologists still can't fully explain. It was first uncovered in 1887 near Clydebank, just outside Glasgow, by Reverend James Harvey. Over the decades, it was repeatedly vandalized and worn down by weather and foot traffic, so in 1965, it was buried again to preserve what was left. In 2016, researchers unearthed it once more to photograph and 3D scan every inch. The scans revealed carvings that had gone unnoticed before, including some graffiti and strange markings added in the 1900s. One of those was from Ludovic McClellan Mann, a Scottish archaeologist who studied the site in 1937. He believed the patterns might line up with celestial events like eclipses or solstices. Still, no one knows for sure what the markings mean. Some say they're astronomical, others say ritualistic. A few even argue they were just art with no deeper message. But either way, it's still a mystery carved in stone. Number 7. The Voynich Manuscript. This book was found in 1912 and confused everyone who saw it. The pages are covered in odd script, weird drawings of alien-looking plants, and a scattering of zodiac signs. Experts believe it was made sometime in the 15th century. It's said to have been owned by Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, who apparently paid a small fortune for it, thinking it was written by Roger Bacon. Its author is still unknown. The manuscript has since been fully digitized and uploaded to Yale's Beinecke Library, where anyone can scroll through its bizarre illustrations and undeciphered text. In recent years, historian and screenwriter Nicholas Gibbs claimed he'd cracked the code. He said it was written in medieval shorthand and appeared to be a woman's health guide, copied from earlier texts. Some historians nodded. Others weren't buying it. Whether his theory holds up or not, the mystery hasn't gone away. The Voynich manuscript still refuses to explain itself. Number 6. Unexplainable fossils and metal objects. Geology is still considered a very young science. The progress made through experimentation is undeniably impressive and has pushed discoveries in many fields. But even with all that, some things just don't add up. Take the honeycomb-patterned Paleodictian fossils, widely documented, yet their origin remains a complete mystery, and the questions keep piling up. Then there's a fossilized human handprint in limestone, estimated to be over 110 million years old. A fossilized human finger of a similar age, and even a human footprint, apparently wearing a sandal, that dates back 300 million years. These strange imprints have left scientists scratching their heads for decades, and that's just the beginning. In France, semi-ovoid metallic tubes estimated to be 65 million years old were found. An odd metal cube was also discovered inside a lump of coal mined over a century ago, something that couldn't have formed naturally. Well, we don't know how they got there, but clearly, someone or something got there first. Number 5. Ancient Egyptian light bulb. We've looked at the Egyptian plane-like bird, but this thing is just out of this earth. Deep beneath the Temple of Hathor at Dendera, a strange carving shows figures standing around what looks just like a giant light bulb. The object's shape, with its long glass-like body and filament-shaped line inside, instantly caught the attention of researchers. Eric von Daniken, who is the author of Chariots of the Gods, even built a working model based on the carving. When connected to a power source, it produced an eerie purple glow. He claimed it was proof that the Egyptians may have used electricity thousands of years ago. Mainstream archaeologists, of course, dismiss that idea, suggesting it's merely a symbolic image, perhaps a depiction of the lotus flower and serpent motif seen in Egyptian mythology. Still, the resemblance to a modern light bulb is hard to ignore. Is it a coincidence or evidence? That debate hasn't dimmed in over a century. Number 4. The Khoso Artifact. In 1961, 3 rock hunters searching for geodes near Olancha cracked open a lump of stone and found something completely out of place inside, what looked like a spark plug. The object became known as the Khoso Artifact. and one of the discoverers, Virginia Maxey, later claimed a geologist had analyzed the surrounding material and dated it at 500,000 years old. That should have been impossible, but no one ever verified the geologist's name. The artifact itself, it vanished not long after. What we're left with today are just X-rays, a few photos, and some scattered reports. Skeptics argue it was likely a modern spark plug encased in quick-forming sediment. Still, researchers like Pierre Stromberg and Paul Heinrich said they found no proof of a hoax. So, was this just a case of misidentified junk or an ancient relic left behind by something we don't yet understand? Sadly, with the artifact missing, that answer might stay buried forever. Number 3. The Copper Scroll Treasure. The Copper Scroll is one of the famous Dead Sea Scrolls found in 1947 by Bedouins exploring caves near the Dead Sea. But unlike the others, which are written on parchment, this one was carved into thin copper. What makes it even stranger is what it says. It lists 67 different treasure locations, amounting to roughly 160 tons of gold and silver. If it's real, it could be the largest treasure map ever uncovered. So where would that kind of wealth come from? Historians believe it likely belonged to Jerusalem's Second Temple, which stood from 516 BCE to 70 CE, until the Romans destroyed it during their siege. In the chaos, Essene priests may have hidden the treasure to protect it. At the end of the Copper Scroll is a final 64th clue, pointing to a second version made of silver, said to include further instructions. That silver scroll has never been found, but the hunt hasn't stopped. Some believe it's still out there, waiting. Number 2. The Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. Las Bolas are massive stone spheres scattered across Costa Rica, some small enough to lift, others nearly 2.5 meters wide and weighing up to 15 tons. Nearly 300 have been found in the country, and despite decades of study, no one can say for certain who made them, when, or why. Most experts believe they were carved between 200 and 1500 CE, but that's still a wide guess. The mystery surrounding their origin is matched by the legends attached to them. Some say the stones once held treasure inside, leading looters to drill, smash, or even blow them apart. Others believe they were positioned to align with the stars, but proving that is nearly impossible since most have been moved from their original spots. Are they ceremonial or astronomical? Or something else? Until someone figures it out, the giant stone balls of Costa Rica remain one of the region's most enduring mysteries. Silent, carved, and still refusing to talk. Number 1. Great Wall of Texas. Well, again, we're back in Texas, but this time we're going a lot deeper. In 1852, farmers digging a well in what is now Rockwall County unearthed something that looked like a massive buried wall. Layers of interlocking stones stretched for miles, leading many to believe it was man-made. Estimates put its age somewhere between 200,000 and 400,000 years, far older than any known civilization in North America. Some claim it's a natural geological formation. Others insist it's the remains of an ancient structure. Dr. John Geisman from the University of Texas tested samples and found they were magnetized the same way, suggesting they formed where they stand, not moved there later. But skeptics aren't convinced by one test. Geologist James Shelton and architect John Lindsay pointed out archways, door-like shapes, and square openings resembling windows, features hard to chalk up to nature. So, is it geology's trick, or a wall built before history itself began? The mystery still stands firm in Texas soil. So, what do you think about these mysterious artifacts? Do you have any explanations? Let us know. And as we always say, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.